The K-pop idols at Milan Fashion Week really left me confused this time because why did the K-pop idols that I thought were gonna look amazing end up looking absolutely crazy, and then the K-pop idols that I didn't even give a second thought to actually ended up being the ones to serve. And I'll tell you guys exactly who did what on this K-pop stan recap of Milan Fashion Week Fall Winter 25 edition. This is an ongoing series where I recap all the fashion weeks in a way that's actually interesting and relevant to you as a K-pop fan. So I'll talk about all the K-pop idols that attended the fashion week, which brands' runway shows they went to, I'll break down their outfits, give you my honest thoughts about the outfits, whether they suit the brand, all of that. And at the end, just to make it a little bit more fun, I'm gonna pick my favorite outfits from the season and my least favorite outfits from the season. And of course, you guys are gonna do the same in the comments. But before I get into all of that, make sure to subscribe to Fashion Alt if you wanna see more videos like this, all about the worlds of K-pop and fashion. San from Ateez is quickly becoming a Dolce & Gabbana boy. He recently attended the brand's Fall Winter 25 runway show in this past Milan Fashion Week. And I believe this is already his third runway show with the brand. So it makes me wonder if he's gonna become like a brand ambassador for them at some point, or like what's going on with that. But anyways, so in the past, I feel like Dolce & Gabbana has had him looking like absolutely crazy for certain runway shows, and other runway shows he's looked a little bit boring. But for this runway show, I feel like he kind of like had a midpoint where he didn't look too boring, but he also didn't look like too insane either. So let's get into his outfit. For this show, I see that they were trying to go for this kind of like classically masculine, suave look, which I think came together. So in terms of what he wore this kind of big lapel blazer, again, like that kind of very masculine vibe. From the fabrication and from the wrinkles, it seems like this is kind of like a linen suit, which is fun, but I think that would have been a little bit more appropriate for like a summer show. But anyways, going back to the look. So he wore this double-breasted suit, all black, and then underneath he wore like a white shirt with like a plunging neckline. This idea of like a very classic suit, but more of like an Italian twist, like that really deep neckline. So there's that, very Dolce, and then he wore the deep like long cross necklace, which another is a very like signature Dolce & Gabbana element. I feel like the look really came across what they were trying to pull off, which is that classically masculine, like I was saying. But I don't know, I feel like it's slightly boring, but also not boring at the same time. Like there were codes with the Dolce & Gabbana in this, but yeah, I feel like the hair, like he has that like that very slick back, like suave hair. The glasses really added to the effect, but then he has a kind of that coolness at the bottom half, like the chest area with the necklace. I feel like I said this in my previous like runway show review of San's look, where I feel like I said I wish he added a necklace, and this time he actually added a necklace, you know? But yeah, like I feel like this time it was like very classically like tuxedo look, but in these kind of like Dolce & Gabbana type twists, like that linen fabrication, that plunging neckline, but it was still classic because of like black and white and like that very like thick lapel, like very masculine, right? So overall, I would say this look is kind of like a midway point between his previous looks where he's like looked like too much, like almost too theatric, and his other looks where it almost looks like so muted and a little bit too subdued, in my opinion, like slightly boring. But this look was kind of in between. I feel like when I think of the classically Dolce & Gabbana man, or like what suit the Dolce & Gabbana suit would look like, this is kind of it, you know what I mean? This kind of like Italian rendition with the deep neckline, the linen of it all, but the very like masculine, the very strong like lapel, the collarbone showing, the hair slicked back, the glasses, everything, you know, like. But so yeah, like I feel like I'm kind of, at first when I saw this, like I can't lie, I was thinking that it was a little bit boring. I'm like, oh, another black suit. But when I look at this photo and I look at actually the details of the suit, honestly, he kind of looks great in this, honestly. And I just feel like he looks best in these kind of very stripped back, natural, like masculine type of looks. I feel like sometimes when it's like too much with the makeup or too much with the hair or too much with the outfit, like I don't love it as much. But this time, like I feel like it really showed the Dolce & Gabbana man. It also showed like San in his best form. I cannot be the only person that is tired of Versace giving Hyunjin from Stray Kids these absolutely over-the-top, ridiculous, and theatrical looks. Hyunjin, who is a Versace ambassador, just attended the brand's Fall Winter 25 show, and while I really do appreciate and love how much Donatella Versace loves Hyunjin and supports him, I just cannot get over how crazy he looked for this latest runway show. Are you guys ready to see Hyunjin's look? Like, you're gonna fall over once you see his look. So let's just get into it. So let's start with the coat. He's wearing this really bold purple leather coat with a contrasting lining of that kind of like silk Versace Baroque print. And under that, he's wearing a very classic Versace printed silk shirt, a snakeskin belt with chain, black front pleated dress pants, and then the shoes he's wearing are like these very pointy matching python to the belt shoes. And then he's wearing the contact lenses and then the hair that says Versace. Like, I'm sorry, this is all just entirely too much. I know that Versace is known for being like this kind of like maximalist contrast, like print mixing heavy print, this and that, but this to me is just like too over the top to the point where I feel like they're trying to pull off a stunt, or like this is coming across as too much of like a gag almost. You know what I mean? Like, I do appreciate like, oh, like pulling a look, serving a look, but I just feel like this is the point that it's just like too theatric. They have no kind of respect for artistry. They're just like throwing everything on Hyunjin, and it's just like, it just comes across as a stunt. It doesn't come across like you're trying to make beautiful clothing. It doesn't come across as that you believe that Hyunjin can represent the brand's aesthetic values. It's just here for the shock value. Do you guys get what I mean? Like, I just feel like maybe I'm being a little bit harsh, but I just feel like this look was just all over the place. It just didn't look like there was any thought behind it. It just feels like, oh yeah, we're Versace, we're gonna mix prints because we can, you know what I mean? But maybe that's just me. Let me know what you guys think. I do think that there were ways that they could have improved this look. I just feel like the purple coat maybe set it off the edge a little bit too far. Maybe they could have done like a matching robe or something and like that Versace print, but I just feel like in terms of the overall contrast, I just feel like it was like too much going on, in my personal opinion. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, like all of that, plus like the contacts and the hair with like the Versace sprayed onto it, you guys, like it's just, to me, this is just entirely too much, and it just feels like, I don't know, it's just not the direction I would have wanted to see Hyunjin go in with Versace. I just feel like like once again, I could get that it's like a very masculine brand, it's very this and that, they're very showy, but I just feel like this makes it just seem like he's like a stunt or like he's like a character, right? But yeah, so clearly this is not my favorite look. Fendi just celebrated their 100-year anniversary, you guys. Isn't that so crazy? Like, a brand's been around for 100 years. And so for their 100-year anniversary show, you guys, they went all out with the K-pop idols. They had 3 K-pop idols in attendance, and they actually all looked great. So they had Bang Chan from Stray Kids attend the runway show. Bang Chan's an ambassador for them. They also had Yuqi from GIDLE attend the show, and then they had Mina from Twice attend the show as well. I can't even lie, you guys know that I was a little bit nervous when it came to Bang Chan and Fendi. I talked about this in a previous video that I didn't know what to expect from Bang Chan and Fendi, because I felt like in the past Fendi didn't have like the greatest track record of menswear, and he just became the creative director and Kim Jones left Fendi, this and that, this and that, so I was a little bit nervous, you guys. I will be the first to say that I was nervous about this whole thing, but I think that Bang Chan looked absolutely amazing for the Fendi show. Like, I feel like he really shut the haters, which is me, up. He looks so good for the show, you guys. So let's get into his look. Bang Chan, it was a little bit unexpected to me, to be honest, because when I think of Fendi, I think of this very like classically elegant kind of look, but this was kind of like a play on that. So anyways, going back to his look. So he wore this kind of like really cool, interesting knit polo top that came off the shoulder. I don't know if they like, this knit was designed like that or like they styled it like that, but it came off the shoulder like that, really showed off his whole shoulder area. He's like very broad, right? So like it looks good for him to show his shoulders. And then underneath that, he wore this kind of tank top that goes around, contrasting like at his shoulder area. Like one is off the shoulder and then the other tank top is sitting on it with this contrast kind of like piping or coloring. You guys see how there's kind of that yellow and then the white and the black, like that looks really, really good. Like that layering looks really cool in my opinion. It fits him very well because he has that kind of that more bulky body type, right? It looks really good on him. And then he's wearing these very relaxed kind of like, I don't want to say wide, more of like a relaxed pant, perfect length on him. It pulls perfectly on the sneakers he's wearing. I just feel like the pants fit him really, really well as well. And then he's like, he's wearing over the sneakers. The sneakers look really cool. These very chunky sneakers. I think the pants did a good job of making his legs look nice, but not like too stubby. And like sometimes like wide pants make like, it can make you look very stubby or it can make you look a little bit short. But yeah, the overall proportion of his outfit looks really good. I think the color looks really good. It's like not monotone, but it's not like all over the place with too much contrast. Like there's creams, there's whites, there's yellows, there's soft yellows, and then there's like the whites in the sneakers. The only thing I will say about the outfit that's a little bit unnecessary in my opinion was the bag. I feel like the bag, it could have gone, like it could have done without the bag and it would have made no difference, but I guess they were trying to push the bag. I don't know, but yeah, overall I think his outfit looked really good. It really did surprise me. I thought it was going to be something like boring, but this, in my opinion, I think he looks really good. He looks much better than I would have thought based on my presumptions of this whole thing. But yeah, shout out to Fendi. Shout out to Fendi, shout out to Bang Chan, shout out to Stray Kids. Okay, Mina. Mina kind of did her big one with her outfit for the Fendi show, you guys. I really liked her outfit, you guys. Oh my gosh. So let's get into what she's wearing. So what I really liked about Mina's outfit is that there's a lot of contrast in her outfit, which I'll go through. So first of all, she's wearing this kind of like skirt and sheer blouse thing in this kind of cargo-ish military kind of color. Like that's what it reminds me of, this kind of like cargo taupe brownish color. But then it's also like very feminine and delicate because it has like the kind of embroideries or like these kind of like decals all over the body, like these kind of shimmery decals, especially on that lace sleeve. So the contrast between that kind of very like military rough tactical like fabric feeling against that kind of like lacy, pretty feminine with that kind of like embellishments on it as well. Like very pretty, but it's also very like tactical kind of at the same time, like that kind of contrast, like I said, right? And then she's wearing the Fendi baguette bag, this kind of like soft baguette with these kind of like sticking out, I don't even know what, like clochettes or whatever, and like the Fendi pom-pom. The bag is like very cute actually, the way like those kind of like dangling strips hang out. It's a great length on her. She's carrying the kind of top handle style. But yeah, like overall the look looks really good in my opinion. Like that kind of, again, like that Fendi kind of like brownish taupe cream kind of color palette. It looks really, really good on everybody against the like the backdrop. I think this looked really good as well. And then she has like the super long, slightly curvy hair with the bangs. The glam looked really good. Her eyelashes look really good. The blush looks really good. But overall, yeah, like this outfit, again, like I'm loving this Fendi show actually. Finally, we have Yuqi from GIDLE who also attended the Fendi 100-year anniversary show. I will say that though that I think that out of the three K-pop idols that attended, like I feel like her outfit was my least favorite. Even though it's still like good, it was probably not as high on my list in terms of like great outfits for the season. But yeah, let's go through what she wore. So she wore this kind of matching long cardigan set, long cardigan skirt, short or whatever, and like sweater underneath set. But yeah, it has these like very pretty like embellishments or like kind of jacquard woven into it, these kind of florals woven into it. And then she's wearing like the Fendi peekaboo bag and the green leather. And then I feel like she's wearing like what I kind of don't like about this outfit is like the boots she's wearing. I feel like she's wearing these kind of like Red Wing-ish-esque boots that is not my personal favorite. But I do appreciate the contrast they were trying to go for. So we have these very like rugged Red Wing-ish boots against the kind of like soft lacy sock. You know what I mean? Like that very girly, feminine, delicate sock and then the very rugged boots. But yeah, like I just feel like, I don't know, maybe the boots are slightly out of place, but maybe that's what they're going for. But yeah, like overall, I feel like her outfit was like, it was good, but again, not my top of the three outfits out of all of them. But I will say that I think I liked her hair, like the way, like her hair and makeup was out of the three of them. I think hers looked the best. She has this kind of like classic honey blonde hair, like wavy curly, and like the bangs as well. And then she has like very good glam in the contacts and like the lip. I really like the lip on her. Yeah, I think her glam was the best out of those three areas for what that's worth, at least. Hoshi from 17, which is one of my personal faves actually, especially blonde Hoshi, just attended the Diesel runway show in Milan. And while I always love seeing Hoshi attend the Diesel runway show because I love to see he's always excited to attend the shows, this time, you guys, this time I'm kind of side-eyeing the stylist a little bit because Hoshi's look, I'll say it, it was not my favorite, you guys. It was really not my favorite. It wasn't a catastrophe, but it wasn't my favorite of his looks for Diesel, that's for sure. So let's get into his look, you guys. So first, I will say I love the blonde hair. You guys know I love blonde Hoshi. But the rest of his look, I don't know, you guys. So he wore this kind of matching denim set. So the thing with Diesel is that Diesel is a brand that I feel like they've become more recently known for their denim manipulation, like all these like different denim treatments, like treated denim, distressed denim, all these different denim washes. So I get that they're trying to show off their denim capabilities season after season. So this season, they gave him this kind of like matching denim set. So this very like long denim distressed blazer and these wide pants that are also denim as well. But what throws me off from this look, I think the whole thing is just the proportion is just it's very off on Hoshi. If I'm gonna say something about that, like if I'm gonna give it like a very honest critique, I think that proportion is very, very off. There's something about it that is just not working. Well, I know exactly what's not working. Let me tell you guys. So the jacket, I think the jacket is too long. The jacket is too long for him. It makes him look a little bit short. And then the pant in combination with the jacket is just throwing his whole proportion off. So the length of the jacket is making him look his upper body look very small. And then the fit of the pant, because it's like wide legged, but it's not that long, it's making his legs look really short as well. So it's like shortening his upper body, but also shortening his legs as well. It's like drowning out his legs. But then the shoes are this kind of like low profile flat shoe that just makes the whole thing look even like more strange because the shoe and like makes the shoe look really small first of all, and then it's being drowned out by the jean and then the top is just drowning out his entire silhouette. There's no shape to this at all. Like it's covering his body. It's kind of drowning him out. It makes his head look really small. It makes his upper body look small. Makes his legs look very like hidden, this and that. So I just think the overall proportion of the suit is just, it's just a disaster in my opinion. And then the wash of the suit isn't my favorite. It's kind of that uniform blue wash, and like the shoe is just, the shoe I just think is like a really ugly shoe, if I'm being honest with you guys. But yeah, like I just feel like his face and everything is doing it for me. Like the hair, I love like blonde Hoshi, but in terms of the whole look of the outfit, I think the color also didn't suit him as well. And then underneath, I think, yes, if you're gonna have like a distressed suit, maybe underneath, I feel like it would have been looked a little bit better had they had more of like a clean t-shirt, you know what I mean? A clean prim and proper t-shirt, or maybe like a clean button-up shirt, something, you know, but I just feel like the whole look just looks so shredded, looked over the top. I just don't feel like, it's not giving me a look that I wanna buy, you know what I mean? Or like, it's giving a look that I'm like, wow, like, or I'm gagged at Hoshi. I just feel like they've definitely done better in the past in terms of giving a matching set. This time, like I said, I'm giving the stylist a little bit of a side eye, or like whoever the showroom assistant was, you know, like it was not, it did not land that way. And recently, I just feel like the relationship with Hoshi and Diesel, you guys, like, there's potential, but I just feel like even up until now, it's very been underutilized. So there's that. But yeah, like that was Hoshi at the Diesel runway show. By now, we should all know just how much Prada loves K-pop, you guys. We know they love K-pop. We know they love the K-pop idol ambassadors. But this season, they really shocked me. So this season, they had 2 K-pop idols attend the show. They had aespa's Karina, which is a brand ambassador for Prada, attend the show. But then we also had a surprise appearance of Gawon from Yao attend the Prada show as well. And one of their looks really surprised me. Starting with Karina's look. So Karina for this show, I feel like they were going for more of this kind of like prim and proper, more mature vibe, which is a total 180 from her airport look, which is like a straight, like a short bob cut. Like how did they even do that? Like was the bob a wig or was his long hair a wig, you guys? But yeah, let's get into Karina's look. So like I said, she had like that very long, slightly wavy hair, and it's kind of like done like half up, like in the back, like clipped in or something like that. Again, like very giving, very prim and proper. So the thing with Prada is that I feel like Prada sometimes loves to do these kind of like quirky, almost tacky and unexpected looks and prints. And I feel like that's what we got from this look with Karina. I feel like it was slightly more mature. Just the overall silhouette of the dress was a little bit more, in my opinion, like mature in terms of like the length. Like I feel like that midi length dress and then that kind of like 3/4 sleeve dress with the frill and like lace kind of detailing. So Prada, like again, like I said, they love to do like their little unexpected prints. This time was no exception. It's kind of like this green foresty brown print dress, but then like the actual like flowy like bow tie and like the lace trim at the sleeve is kind of more like this polka dot print, this kind of plain polka dots. I think this actually looks like a well-made dress, like a well-fitting, well-made dress. Maybe a little bit too boring, a little bit too age for her, but again, like it's kind of like that fun quirkiness element to it in terms of the print. And then she had like that very like fun cow print bag, which is kind of the more unexpected element. But overall, yeah, like I feel like they were going for more this kind of prim, proper, more mature, ladylike kind of vibe. And I think that that vibe came across, but would I prefer something more like bold and like airport lookish? Like, yeah, like I feel like that's what I was expecting when she entered the airport. But you know, we love a little bit of a switch up, but yeah, like it's slightly boring in my opinion. I feel like Karina and Prada, they haven't really, I hate to say it, but they just have not gagged me yet. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I have not seen one look from Karina at Prada that's like, wow, like that was like stunning, you know? Like I'm still waiting for that and I have faith that it's coming, but yeah, maybe next season. Now, Gawon, you guys, like this was the total surprise to me. Like this was so, like, this is such a shocker to me, you guys. Like I did not expect that at all. First, I did not realize Gawon was gonna be attending the show. I think she's the first member of Meow to attend like a fashion show. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but she's the first member. And can I just say, like, what had me like totally gagged about her thing was her body proportions, you guys. Like she actually could be a model. Like I was so shocked that she looks so great. So let's just get into what she wore. First of all, I just want to say that she wore a total runway look, like an exact full look runway look. And she actually could have walked the runway in this look. Like she looks so amazing. Her body proportions like look really, really good. I just feel like they picked the perfect outfit to highlight her. So she wore this kind of like monochrome matching look kind of moment, this work jacket, a jacket style that I feel like Prada has been doing a lot lately. Just like a very easy throw on jacket in this really cool kind of like gray, slate, bluish color with the silver buttons. Like that's a really cool jacket on her. It fit her very well. It ended out her sleeve really well. But then she's wearing like these key tights from the season, these rib knit tights with the belt detailing from the previous season. Like that's very cool. It makes her legs look super, super long. And then she has like the pointy heel. Like this whole look really elongates her a lot. She makes her look so tall. Plus the super long hair. Like what is this 28 inches of hair, you guys? Like it looks amazing on her. And then underneath, she's wearing this kind of like, it's hard to see, like this kind of fluffy bandeau top-ish kind of thing. But yeah, like I just feel like this is like all these different elements, a very like worn work jacket, these very like elongated like tights that make her legs look really long with the belted tights, actually really cool detail there. The makeup, the glam was all good, and the bag she carried, like a very classic Prada shade. But overall, the look was very, like this actually looked really good on her. I feel like this highlighted her proportions so well. Like it fit her perfectly. Like whoever picked this look for her, whoever styled this look on her just really did a really good job, you guys. Like this is like this is the Prada like we know and love, you guys. Like, this is why everyone's in love with Prada. That's why the whole industry loves Prada. It's moments like these, you guys. Like wow, I can't believe her first appearance for a runway show. Like and she looks so amazing. Like Momo from Twice just attended another Onitsuka Tiger show. And I just want to know what is going on here, you guys. Like, what is going on and what can we do to make it stop? Like, please, like, what is happening here, you guys? Like, so she's attended an Onitsuka show before previously. I can't remember what season, but last time her look was actually like not bad. But this time her look was just a total catastrophe, in my opinion. Like, there's just so much going on. Like, can we just get into the look? So first of all, I do want to say that her glam looks great. I think I really love her with this kind of like shorter hair and like the bangs and like it looks like very, and look at the twist here on her hair as well. Her glam is like that very fun glam as well. I think she looks great. The overall glam looks good, but the outfit is where it really goes left, you guys. Like I wish this would stop happening. Like what's going on here? So she's wearing this kind of like monotone silk, kind of grayish taupe dress, cinched the waist with this kind of like weird lace detailing and cutout detailing. And then she's wearing these kind of like shearling slippers or like fur slipper things. And then this oversized cardigan. And then this like really random like clutch bag. So what I'll say about this look is that there's just no cohesion. It just feels like very random and out of nowhere. So when I think of Onitsuka Tiger, I think of like a sneaker brand, right? It doesn't really give fashion. And so for them to like give this kind of look, it just doesn't make sense. I actually would have rather they just put her in like a tracksuit. Really and truly, like that would have looked 10 times better in my opinion. But yeah, like there's really not much to say about this. I just feel like this look didn't really feel considered at all. Like it just did not, I don't know, like I don't know what Onitsuka Tiger is trying to do with these runway shows. I don't know if they're trying to give fashion or they're trying to sell their shoes or what, but this whole look, I think they could have definitely done better. They could have done more of like a sportswear look that's more true to them. And if they want to do more like a high fashion brand type of look, I think they could have done something that fits a little bit better and even utilize colors a little bit better and just was not, didn't feel so disjointed and like random. Like this is not a good random in my opinion. And while we're on this topic of Twice, I don't know, like am I the only one that feels like it's a little bit weird that Twice is not as involved with fashion as it could be? I feel like Twice is like one of the biggest girl groups, yet their involvement in fashion is like very minimal. And whenever they are involved in fashion, like this is what we get, you know? Like this is, you guys, what is going on? Okay, that was my recap of all the K-pop idols and all the looks from the most recent Milan Fashion Week. Now we're at my favorite part, you guys. I'm gonna pick my favorite looks and my least favorite looks from the season. And you guys are gonna do the same in the comments as well. So let's start with my favorite looks of the season, you guys. Who am I gonna pick, you guys? Can you guys tell who I picked based on my reactions? So first, it's definitely Gawon from Meow, who attended the Prada show. She looked so good, you guys. Like, she should actually be a model. Like, she could definitely be a model. I could see her walking a runway show very soon in the future for whatever brand she becomes ambassador for. Maybe she'll become an ambassador very soon. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, like, this look really like shocked me and surprised me, you guys. Like, I love like these kind of like Fashion Week shockers, you guys. So that was my first favorite look. I'm gonna pick one more. My second favorite look, you guys, who should I pick? I don't know. I feel like it's between Mina at Fendi and Bang Chan from Fendi. You know what? I'm going to give it to Bang Chan. I think he's my second favorite look from the season just because it really surprised me. I feel like what I had in my head and what actually happened in reality is like way better. You know what I mean? So I'll give them that. I'm going to pick Bang Chan as my second favorite look. Now we're going to pick our least favorite looks, you guys. Like, is this messy? Should I not do this? I don't know. But my least favorite look, I'm going to pick two maybe. Let's see. I'm gonna have to pick Hyunjin as my first least favorite look, you guys. Again, it was just too over the top. He looked absolutely crazy. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, I don't want to see this anymore. You know, like it was just like too much, you guys. Next season, I want to see them do a little bit something more like refined, maybe. And then, you guys, like, the worst look honestly just has to be Momo from Twice for Onitsuka Tiger. Like, we need to make it stop next season. Like, you guys, what must we do? How can one just rally together and make Onitsuka Tiger stop this? Now that I picked my least favorite looks and my favorite looks, let me know your least favorite looks and favorite looks in the comments, you guys. Let me know what you thought of the overall fashion week. What were your favorite looks? What were your least favorite looks? What do you think was cool? What do you think was not cool? What brand had the best runway show? What do you want to see again? What you don't want to see again? Let me know in the comments. Be honest, you guys. And as always, make sure, you guys, make sure to subscribe to Fashion Alt if you want to keep seeing these videos where I talk about the worlds of K-pop and fashion.